Alright, what's up guys? I am ready to start a Golden Wake, which is, for those who don't know, created by Francisco Gonzalez, head of Grundislav Games, that created Shardlight, the one that we just finished over the weekend. And it's a little bit different than the ones that I have been playing, because it's set in like an actual historical time period. It's 1920s Miami, based on real events from what I hear. I don't know too much about it other than that, but Francisco Gonzalez really won me over with Shardlight, so I'm excited to see how this one turns out. So let's get started. You guys have to give me a little while to decide where my camera has to be for this game. This game is a work of fiction set in the 1920s Miami. Although it features some historical characters, locations, events, it should not be taken as accurate representation of historical fact. All depictions of real people in the game have been heavily drawn. I missed it before it faded out.
Well, Alfie, old boy, looks like it's another day, another dollar.
Left click to interact with objects, right click to look at it.
Riots in Vienna. Read all about it. Newspapers, 5 cents. Good morning, Mr. Banks.
Good morning, Lyle.
Let's grab a newspaper.
So, what's the news of the day?
I could tell you all of it, but then I wouldn't make any money, would I? If you want the news, buy yourself a paper. They're only a nickel.
You're a shrewd businessman, Lyle. You ever thought about going into real estate?
No, sir.
How's the sound balance? Is it alright? I always have to question it when I start a new game. Sound levels are kind of different from game to game.
Aren't you cold standing out here in this weather?
A little, but I have to work. Otherwise, I'll be cold and hungry.
Have a good day, Lyle.
You too, Mr. Banks.
I still like how my my drink gets keyed out. You can see the snow through it.
Murderer uses telephone to lure victim. Get your newspapers here. Only 5 cents.
Morrison Banks, real estate sales, established 1886. The company co-founded by your father and your employer for the past 10 years. Let's get to work then.
Morning, fellas. What's the good word?
Good morning, Banks.
Morning, Banks.
Horse feathers. Why is it so hot in here?
Morris apparently has a chill. He set the heating on as high as it goes this morning. Suggs and I had to prop the door open so we didn't sweat to death.
We must be raking in a fair amount this month if he can afford to do that.
I sure wish that kid outside would pipe down.
I know what you mean, Larry. He's giving me a headache.
Access the inventory as well as save, load, quit, and settings by moving your cursor to the top of the screen. Okay. We know that. We ain't no greenhorns to adventure games, are we, guys? Alright, come on. My head isn't cold right now. But it looks cool, so I kind of want to wear it. This is the place where you work your magic from. You're a bit preoccupied at the moment. Work can wait a bit. What am I preoccupied with? It never snowed in Florida during the 1920s. Definitely not accurate. Gonna have to give it a bad Steam review right now. Go tweet the developer. The blackboard lists the number of monthly sales made by each of the employees. You are currently in the lead with 27. 27 houses. Larry Suggs has been working for Morrison Banks for the past 6 years. He's not a bad salesman, but something about his demeanor always rubbed you the wrong way. Who's this guy? John Murphy is the longest-serving employee at Morrison Banks, having been here for 15 years. He's incredibly straight-laced to the point where you can't recall ever having seen him smile. Seems like a fun guy.
Got a minute, Murphy?
Sure, but I'm still on the clock.
Everything going all right with you, Murphy?
Yep, everything's copacetic.
Sales going okay for you?
Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot better, too. You ever going to share your good fortune with us, Banks?
What do you mean?
You always seem to manage to get the best leads. That's pretty lucky, don't you think?
I'm not sure I like what you're implying, Murphy.
Not implying, just observing. Anyway, let's drop it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that guy likes us very much. It took some convincing, but Morris finally conceded and allowed this pinup to be placed on the office wall. She looks like a lovely young lady.
Suggs.
Yeah, Banks?
How are you today, Suggs?
I can't really complain. Well, I mean, I could complain, but who would listen?
Yeah, know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
How are your sales going this week?
And not so great. I had a sweet old lady yesterday who was this close to buying an apartment for her cat.
I'm sure things will pick up.
Yes.
And I'm sure you'd know, being Morris's right hand and all.
Now, Suggs, that's hardly fair. You know we're all equal in here.
You're right. Forget I said anything.
Man.
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks. Oh,
There's-
by the way, Banks, Morris wanted to see you. Said it was important.
Thanks for letting me know when I walked in, Suggs.
Hey, it's been a busy morning. It must have slipped my mind.
Guess it sucks to be him. Just kidding, that was great. Okay. Door to Morris's office. Door into the break room. I'll go in there first. This box contains spare light bulbs. I want one. I have no need for a light bulb. Yeah, now. The assignment board contains each individual employee's set of leads for the day. Morris usually gives out the more promising ones to employees with better performance, which is usually you. Which is why those suckers in there are so damn salty. Just a plain wooden chair. Sometimes you and the other employees use it to take breaks in here. Someday you hope you'll earn enough to take a vacation in Paris. For now, this poster will have to do. Small wastebasket sits in the corner. Let's drink. Glug, 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 glug. It was full of vodka, because this is the 20s. That's what people did back then, right? Alright, let's go talk to the boss.
Good morning, Evan. Suggs said you wanted to see me?
Have a seat, Alfie.
I am Alfie.
This doesn't seem like a conversation that's going to be pleasant.
I'm afraid it isn't. You know I'm not the type to beat around the bush, so here's the long and the short of it. We're not doing well. Sales are minimal and the competition is popping up all over town like a bad rash. I hate to do it, but we're going to have to let someone go.
I see. Who did you have in mind?
That's mainly why I asked to see you, Alfie. You have more contact with Suggs and Murphy, so I think this decision should be yours.
Really?
Well, I'm kind of on the spot here, but
They just throw me right into it, man. They're just like, okay, here's the game. Now fire one of these guys. Well, shit. What now? They're both pretty salty. They both seemed like they had some sort of grudge against me because I was doing better than they were. There's no think about it button. What do you guys think? Suggs or Murphy?
Suggs to be him.
Suggs. Suggs to be Suggs. See? You guys don't like Suggs, do you? Alright, let's can the bitch.
I think Suggs should be the one let go. His sales have been the lowest consistently for the past 3 months.
Very well, if that's what you think, then I trust your judgment. Thank you for your help, Alfie. It's always appreciated.
Anything else you need?
Not at the moment. Go ahead and check the assignment board in the break room for today's leads.
Will do.
Put his ass out in the cold. Jesus. Ruthless, you guys. Morris has quite the enviable collection of books. Most of them have to do with real estate, though there are a few works of classic literature peppered among them. Peppered. Shit. They're waiting for me outside, or in the break room. They're gonna beat
He
my
says
ass.
it's because my sales were too low. But how am I supposed to make sales if I don't get any decent leads?
I hear you. It hasn't been very easy for me either.
And just because Golden Boy gets all the good leads, it doesn't mean...
Shut your trap. Somebody's coming.
Gentlemen,
Hello, Banks. Your meeting with Morris go well?
I would say so, yes.
Great to hear. Well, Murphy and I better get back to work.
Rob his desk. Did Grunt say this is the one you can fuck up on? No, that one's his new one, Lamplight City. We already did that. You scan the sheet of leads correspondent to you. Making a mental note of the names and phone numbers, you prepare for another day at work. Maybe if y'all stopped talking and work, you wouldn't get fired. Oh shit. Already seen your leads. Alright. Time to go to our nifty desk. Aren't you fired, dude?
Suggs,
Yeah, Banks?
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks.
Alright.
Time to make some magic.
Let's get that magic.
Operator,
dude.
connect me to the Stamford residence in Bensonhurst, if you would, please. Hello, is this Ms. Irene Stamford? Yes, hello. This is Alfred Banks calling from Morrison Banks. I just wanted to follow up on the deposit you put down in the apartment in Flatbush. No, thank you very much, Mr. Contis. A pleasure doing business with you.
Fast forward to the end of the day.
5 sales in 30 minutes. I think that might be a new record.
Alfie,
Jesus.
can you come here a moment?
What is it, Evan?
I'm running late for the weekly shareholders meeting. Could you lock up my office for me?
Of course.
Here's the key. I'll be back shortly.
I won't rummage through your things at all. Not even... Sucker.
What on earth was that?
You just fall and break a
That sounds
hip.
like Murphy took a spill in there.
They left the door open. Yeah, they said that that Morris like cranked the heat up.
Murphy, what's going on?
Just being a damn clumsy fool. Don't worry about me. I was trying to change the light bulb and I lost my balance.
Here, let me help you clean up.
Thanks for the help, Banks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Don't do it. They're gonna steal from his office. Oh shit! I missed that. What did he say? I skipped that. Crap. You think that was the distraction? I hope not. So I don't want to go around. Shit. Yeah, I think I done fucked up, guys. Yeah, he's gonna come back.
I'm
What's
back,
gonna be
Alfie.
missing?
Got my key?
Yes, Evan, here you are.
Here it is.
Alfie,
Yes?
where are tomorrow's leads?
I beg your pardon?
The leads for tomorrow? The ones that were on my desk? They're no longer on my desk. Where have they gone?
I have no idea. I haven't been in your office since this morning.
You know I trust you 100%, Alfie, but this is a very serious matter.
I'm aware of it. Look, I'll
in your
get Suggs
desk.
and Murphy together and we'll look for them.
Or maybe we could just skip the drama if you look under Banks's hat, sir.
What?
We both saw you, Banks. There's no need to put on a charade.
Oh, you.
Coming clean will save us all a lot of embarrassment.
Is what they're saying true, Alfie?
Oh
What?
my god.
No, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Then you won't mind me looking under your hat? Just to be sure you understand.
See for yourself.
Alfie, really? You of all people?
Dude. Not cool. You guys like saw that shit right away. I guess you guys, I don't know. I am so trusting. I'm just like, oh, sure. And man. They teamed up to do that. I should have known something was going on because they're both so fucking salty.
It was obviously Suggs and Murphy. They've set me up.
Really, Banks? That's low.
You're one to talk about low. How can you even look me in the eye?
Now, Alfie, I know you're upset, but blaming your coworkers isn't the thing to do.
It is if they're the ones at fault.
Alfie, look at it from my perspective. The leads were in my office when I left and gone when I came back. You were the only one with the key, and now they show up under your hat. What would you do in my shoes?
So
Fire
does this
Suggs?
mean I've been canned?
I hate to do this, Alfie. You know your father and I were great friends, and you've been an asset to this company. But for now, I think you should take an indefinite leave of absence.
Fine. I see how it is.
Can I go sock Suggs in the face?
I guess I'll see you fellas around.
Hey, no hard feelings, Banks. Here you go. See? It ain't even wooden.
Taking an early lunch, Mr. Banks?
No, Sure. Just taking an early lunch.
Well, if you need anything to read while you eat, I still got plenty of papers left.
Fuck you, Suggs, yeah.
Papers!
All right.
Get your papers
My
here!
last nickel. Let's
5
buy a
cents
newspaper
per
with it.
Don't suppose the news of the day can be any worse than the morning I've had. Let me have a paper, please.
That'll be a nickel.
Thanks, Lau.
Murder or
Murder, extortion, robbery. Par for the course in this city. What's this? Merrick making waves in Florida?
I wonder how he'd be sacked. Like, I'm sure that's the path the story has to take, so how would they have managed it? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I wonder if you try to lock it first. He's like, no, I have to go and, investigate what that sound was. The article explains that there is currently a very promising land boom in the Miami area, especially with regard to a development known as Coral Gables. Oh, we're in New York. We're not in Florida yet. It goes on to state that the project leader, one George E. Merrick, is currently hiring a team of real estate salesmen to assist in this monumental undertaking.
Miami, eh? I've always heard that place was nothing more than glorified swampland. But I'll be damned if I'm just gonna roll over and freeze to death up here. When I'm finished down there, the name Banks will finally mean something again. So, Mr. Merrick, let's just see what you've got to offer.
Chapter 1. Florida, the Treasure Land. Miami, Florida, winter 1921.
Hello, Miami. Alfie Banks. Huzzah! Oh, horse feathers. This humidity is something else. Right. I've got my luggage claim ticket. Now I just need to find this Hotel Belmont and...
Hey there! Hello!
Are you speaking to me, sir?
You see anybody else around, son? Come on over here and have a chat with old Doc Dammers, why don't you?
Old Doc Dammers. Let's do that. Got a claim ticket. Claim ticket for your luggage to be delivered to the Hotel Belmont at 130 West Flagler Street.
I haven't got all day, Sonny. Come have a chat with old Doc and you can be on your way.
You decided it'd be a good idea to carry around a few bills. Money is always needed at the most unexpected times, after all. Okay, Doc, don't get your panties in a bunch.
May I help you with something?
Pardon me for saying so, my boy, but I believe I'm the one who can offer you the help.
I'm really not interested in buying anything, sir.
Of course you aren't. Did you think I just fell off the turnip truck? I can tell a fellow salesman a mile away. You're here to get a piece of the action, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Then consider this your own little welcoming committee. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. It's Banks. Alfred Banks.
Well then, welcome to Miami, Alfred Banks. By your complexion, I'm guessing you come from up north.
Yes, New York, actually.
Hell of a town, but you'll find we do things a bit differently down here. If you got any questions, feel free to ask.
Oh, hey, Alice, I didn't see you come in. How's it going? This is, pretty interesting so far. Sweetheart, people just ain't no good, see? Yeah. Let's ask about Doc Dammers. See what this guy's all about.
How long have you been in this business?
Probably longer than you've been alive, son. Before this opportunity opened up, I was selling lots on Miami Beach for Carl Fisher himself. Surely you saw his billboard in Times Square.
You mean it's June in Miami? Of course, everyone saw that. It's partly what inspired me to come down here.
Glad to hear it. That's a perfect example of good marketing and knowing your audience. Why do you think I'm out here by the train station? New arrivals are the easiest to sell to. There's a free piece of advice for you, Banks.
All right, let's see how the market is.
What's the current market like down here? I've heard quite a few things back in New York.
People are buying left and right. It's a great time to be in real estate. Plenty of dough to be made. Every day, more and more locals and tourists come looking for their own spot of land, and we're here to sell. Mark my words, Banks. We're on the verge of something great.
I'd be really happy if this turns into a musical. That'd be an interesting concept for an adventure game. Let's get on it.
I'm interested in this Coral Gables development I've heard about.
Oh, straight to the top, eh? They call it Miami's master suburb. It's been meticulously planned and is ready to start construction at any moment. Lots are going faster than a Tin Lizzie downhill. If you want to get involved there, you're going to need to talk to the man in charge, George Merrick.
Alrighty.
Where can I find George Merrick?
He's got a sales office downtown, right on Flagler Street. Look for the building made of coral rock next to the Stocks and Bonds office. You can't miss it. Of course, George is incredibly busy these days and doesn't talk to just anyone.
Maybe not, but he'll talk to me.
I like your spirit, kid. You'll get places thinking like that.
I appreciate the information, Mr. Dammers, but I'm afraid I must be going.
Of course, eager to get started, I understand. And believe me, there'll be plenty to do very soon.
It was a pleasure to have met you. Maybe I'll see you around town.
I can more or less guarantee that, my boy.
Alright, Doc. So, delivered to the Hotel Belmont at 130 West Flagler. The old wagon has been painted a garish red and has a very visible advertisement for the real estate services of one Doc Dammers, apparently a name you can trust. There's an outstanding amount of luggage piled upon the carts outside the station. The train didn't appear to be crowded enough to merit so much cargo, but perhaps the other passengers brought more than you did. Does he take it? No. Let's go find our hotel. Oh, nice. This music is great. What is this? The sign indicates that this is the records office for the greater Miami area. Should I go check in first? The sign hanging from the brick building indicates that it's the Hotel Belmont. I'm gonna do that. Because you gotta get into town, check in.
Hello, and
down.
welcome to the Hotel Belmont.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
I'd like to check in, please. My reservation was made under Banks, Alfred.
One moment, please. Yes, here you are. Your room will be the second door to your right when you get to the top of the stairs. Oh, someone was here earlier from the train station to deliver your luggage. It's been placed in your room. I'll just take that claim ticket off your hands for you.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, sir. Please, let me know if I can assist you with anything else.
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Happy to help.
Alright, so let's go unpack our luggage, steal some pillows. What else do you do in a hotel? You keep this note to remind you of the best technique to warm people up to make a sale. Remember bits. Break the ice. Introduce yourself. Tell a story. Sell your pitch. Bits. The bits. You keep this photo of your late father in your suitcase so that he can accompany you wherever you go. Aw. He looks like a man of a fine mustache. Look at that mustache. That's at least like 6 pixels of a mustache. That's manly right there. You decide to take the typewriter ribbon. Alright. So I have a typewriter ribbon and 3 shirts. Seems like a pretty good suitcase for a trip. You're in no mood to sleep right now.
I'm useless.
Above your bed hangs a somewhat generic landscape featuring a mountain and a river against a green sky. It's in the dresser. Seeing as you just got here, the dresser is empty. Plenty of light in the room currently. No need to turn on the lamp. Hat stand? Heh, alright. What? It lets me leave my hat? What is this technology? Nah, I want my hat. Yeah, see? Alright. Tell us about Miami, good sir.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
Is there anything you can tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Certainly. It's been growing at an alarming rate, especially in the past few years. There's no denying we're at the start of a land boom. I hear tell this new Coral Gables development is going to bring in thousands more people as well. At this pace, we could be the next Manhattan by 25.
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Happy to help.
Alright, let's hit the town. Let's go to the records office. That's what you should do at first, right? As a tourist.
Hello, sir. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Okay. The portrait is of a distinguished-looking older gentleman. The plaque at the bottom identifies him as H.M. Flagler. Large list of rules and regulations is hanging on the wall in a glass frame. You begin to read them over, but quickly lose interest. You are never very tolerant of bureaucracy. Alright.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
Give me your records.
What sort of records do you keep in this office?
All kinds. Marriage licenses, death certificates, property titles, you name it.
How far back do they go?
Not too far back. 30 years or so. The city wasn't officially incorporated until 1896, but I have some records going back to 1891. You let me know if there's anything you need to look up.
Is there anything that we do need to look up? I feel like we just got here, so we don't really have any requests.
Could I look something up?
Of course. What do you need?
On second thought, nothing right now.
Okay, that works.
Thank you for...
Anytime.
Cornbread time. You better share with us, Rabbit. Alright, let's mosey on down. See what we can get into. The billboard reads, Coral Gables, Miami's master suburb. See it if you would like to see Miami at its best. Okay, we just came from East Flagler Street. Stocks and Bonds office. It appears to be a stocks and bonds office. You briefly remember all the hubbub about war bonds a few years ago and find yourself glad all that is over. Is it closed? Haven't got any investments or need to buy any bonds. Okay. Sales office. There we go. The Coral Gables sales office has established itself in this building. It appears to be constructed from some kind of porous stone, one you are unfamiliar with. Let's go. The wall of the building is rough, like a pumice stone. You find yourself quite intrigued by this material. Let's go get ourselves a job. Hola. Secretary, right?
Pardon me, miss.
That's common.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm just too busy for you right now. Perhaps you could come back another time?
Another time? I've just come all the way from New York. Surely there's something a lovely young lady like you can do to help out a man in need?
Look, Buster, I've heard it all before. Like I said, I haven't got time for you at this moment.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, not that you'd care, but I need to get these letters written. And seeing as the weekly shipment of supplies has been delayed, I'm forced to do them by hand.
You seem very dedicated to your job. I can appreciate that.
I am, yes. Mainly because I want to keep it. Now, unless you want to come back here and pick up a pen, I really need to get back to my work.
A tempting offer, but I'll have to decline. I'll be back later.
Okay. Bye, Sora. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. So she has too much work to be done. What's her nameplate say? Nameplate identifies the secretary as Miss Rogers. That's it. Standard typewriter takes up the right side of the secretary's desk. Why is she writing if she has a typewriter?
Pardon me, miss.
I'm terribly sorry. Perhaps you could
Another time? Surely
What'd
there's...
she
Look,
say?
Buster, I've heard it all before.
What seems...
Not that you'd care, but and seeing as the weekly shipment of supplies has been delayed, I'm forced...
You s-
I am now in...
Okay, I have the typewriter ribbon.
Pardon me, miss. Would this typewriter ribbon be of any use to you?
It certainly would. Mine wore out yesterday, and I ordered a replacement, but it hasn't come in yet. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. This will cut my work time by half at least.
My pleasure. Happy to help.
All right. So she'll get those done. I'm too busy for you. Customer service back then was so much easier. Tell people to go away, wasn't it? You'd rather not speak to them. They are currently the competition, after all. How do you know? A couple of men are seated here, waiting their turn for the chance to speak with Mr. Merrick. Oh, these are all the candidates for the job opening. You wonder what it's going to take to be in their shoes. You just take their shoes, watch. Nope, okay, never mind. Let's go through the filing cabinet. Nope, okay.
Pardon me, miss.
What may I do for you, sir?
I'd like to see Mr. George Merrick.
Take a number. Mr. Merrick is in very high demand. I'm afraid he's not currently seeing walk-ins.
Okay, let's make an appointment.
Would it be possible to make an appointment to see Mr. Merrick?
Certainly. Let me see. Our next available appointment is...
2 months.
next January.
What? That's preposterous.
Mr. Merrick is a very busy man.
I think you've made that quite clear. Come now. I helped you out with your typewriter. Now you're just gonna hi-hat me? I don't know how things work down here, but where I'm from, one good turn usually deserves another.
Okay. Keep your shirt on. I'll level with you. I'm not going to be able to get you an appointment, but I can tell you that Mr. Merrick keeps an eye out for fresh talent. If you can manage to do something to impress him, he may see you without an appointment.
I see. What would you suggest?
Well, I'm not sure, but you might be able to get something done at today's land auction.
A land auction, you say? Where and when?
It's set to start this afternoon, around 2 o'clock. You'll find it at the corner of Granada Avenue and Coral Way.
Fantastic. I'll head over there right away.
Good luck.
Have you got any pertinent information on the Coral Gables development?
None I'm allowed to divulge, sir.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So we gotta go to a land auction. I'm assuming it's a new location on the map. Yeah. Remember bits.
And sold! You've made a choice you won't regret, sir.
Seems to be a smaller crowd of people separate from the main group. They look particularly undecided. Let's go convince them. Nope, okay, never mind. This man stands apart from the crowd, looks somewhat indecisive. People in the crowd are far too preoccupied with the auction to pay you any attention.
Do I hear any bids for the Madrid
It's
lots?
Doc
You'd be a
Dammers.
fool to let those slip away.
To your surprise, it seems that the auctioneer is none other than Doc Dammers! You wonder how he managed to achieve this position. Let's go talk to him. Just right up to him.
Well, fancy seeing you here.
Thanks. What brings you to my humble little land auction?
I'm trying to see Mr. Merrick, but it's proving a bit more difficult than I'd anticipated.
Don't say old Doc didn't warn you, son. Anyway, I'd love to chat, but I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, there is. See those two sets of stragglers over there, separate from the crowd? They're all about a hair's breadth away from buying, but I just can't get them to budge. Take your pick. If you can convince either set to buy some houses, I just might put in a good word for you back at the sales office. The fellow by himself there seems like he won't take too much effort to convince. If you want a real challenge, you might try the crowd of 5 there.
I'll see what I can do.
Attaboy. Oh, one more thing before you get started. I know you've got experience in this business, but I want to talk to you about seller intuition. From time to time, you might find yourself needing to persuade someone. You know as well as I do that that's all about finding a person's weakness and bending it to your whim. When you're talking to them, you can use seller intuition to your advantage. It'll give you a clearer read on people and let you figure out what you should play to in order to get them to see things your way. But enough yammering from me. Go and do what you have to do.
Alright, seller intuition. I wonder if that's a command that's going to be available here. Let's go show these people our
And
bits.
sold! You've made a choice you won't regret, sir.
Taking a deep breath, you face the small crowd and prepare to deliver your best sales pitch. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Alright, so what is bits? B is break the ice. I is introduce yourself. T, tell a joke. Tell a story.
Yes.
Then S is sell yo shit. Alright, so let's break the
What
ice.
I wouldn't give to live in this tropical paradise. How about you folks?
Crowd seems to respond positively to you. Alright, check mark. Introduce yourself.
Pleasure to meet you, fine people. My name is Banks, Alfred Banks. You can call me Alfie.
Crowd's interest seems to be growing. Nice job so far. Good job. We introduced ourselves. We are basically a human being at this point. Tell a story.
You'll never believe this, but once I sold an apartment to Lois Wilson.
You regale the crowd with your story. Going for the kill? Is it Big Bitka? I am confused. Alright, let's do it.
Then, folks. How about we make some sales?
Crowd seems ready to hear your pitch. Now's your chance. Oh shit, I actually have to do a fucking sales mini game? Oh no.
Can you hear him?
Instructions. Your goal is to sell each prospective buyer a house. Clicking on each house will provide a description of its features. Clicking on each buyer's portrait will give a description of them or what they're looking for. You must determine which house is the best match for each buyer. Select the plaque with their name on it and place it in the space beneath each house. Right-click to deselect a plaque when it is selected. Then you hit done. Perfect for those seeking convenience, the house at 124 Madrid Street is a small single-story home located within a very close proximity of a school, a church, and shops. As a result, the area is somewhat loud. Okay, so this one is a school, church, shops, and loud. Let's go through the people. Let's just match them up one at a time, I guess. Mr. Teal is a portly gentleman who is having a hard time dealing with the heat of the day. My wife wanted to move down here for my health, he tells you. I suppose I could do with some exercise, but the sun is brutal. I can't stay out in it for too long. Someplace where I can get fit indoors would be ideal, especially since I hate water. Okay. You strike up a conversation with Mr. Roberts and find that he hails from up north as well. I'll tell you one thing, he says. The biggest draw of moving down here is finally being able to get away from my tiny apartment I had back home. You could hear the neighbors sneezing. Alright, so probably not that one. After speaking to Miss Grace for 5 minutes, you are taken aback by her generosity despite her clearly apparent wealth. I don't care what house I end up buying, really. My main concern is being able to get involved with the community, and this development seems ready for my help. Okay, so she's fairly open to just whatever. Helping her community, close to a school, church, and shops? Maybe Grace. Mr. Smith is a cheerful young man, but is rather shabbily dressed and seems to be covered with animal hair. There are so many options to consider, he states, but overall, I just want to find someplace that suits me and my Lucy. Somewhere that accepts animals, or next to a park. We don't know what Lucy is. Could be a cat. Could be a hamster. I don't know. Mr. Jones is very jolly and seems incredibly active. I just came from a golf tournament this morning, and in a few hours I've got a tennis lesson. There's nothing I love more than being outdoors in this fantastic weather. I'm gonna temporarily put her there. Let's look at the next one. Double to nothing that Lucy's a cat. Alright, this one over here is... You have a bit more to spend. The 707 Escobar Avenue residence is a large, spacious, single-story home in a secluded area of town. Since there aren't that many other houses around, the area is not particularly well lit at night. So... It has space... Land space? Land. Not lit AF. Okay, so this is the guy that's like, you could hear your neighbor sneeze or whatever. Which one was that? Okay, let's put him there. This one in the middle. Very definition of affordable quality. 304 Malaga Avenue house is a small two-story house situated on a fairly busy street. Despite this, the area reports little to no crime. So it's small, two-story, busy street, low crime. Who would that be? Somewhere you can get fit indoors. Should we put the guy and his cat there? Let's put him there for now, and then we'll switch it up if we need to. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. If you want someplace to stretch your legs, 1510 Palomarito Street features a large single-family home built on a 4-acre property, which is ripe for additional development. The house can be expanded on, or any number of large trees can be planted in the huge yard. So, huge yard. That's pretty much it. So, he wanted outdoors, right? Love. There's nothing I love more than being outdoors in this fantastic weather. That's probably that one, right? Let's see what this last one is real quick. The home at 872 Cordova Street is a small home made from core rock found on the property. The quarry from which the rock was extracted was cemented and converted into a swimming pool, perfect for the aspiring Weissmullers out there. So, swimming pool, he can do that, right? Get fit indoors. Oh, wait. He hates the water. This game particularly brings home to me how much music sets the atmosphere in a game. Loving the soundtrack. Yeah, it really sets the scene pretty well. Okay, so I think we got these two wrong. But I don't think that they're reversed. So this one in this corner has a swimming pool. Give Smith the big property for his cat wife. Two-story for the portly guy, since people say stairs are usually good for... Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, hold on. Okay, let's restart. So, two-story, busy street. He doesn't like water. Yeah, that would make sense. Good job. Good call. What's up, Texter? How's it going? This one is next to the school and all that, so do you think that would be the community chick? The one that wants to help community? He seems like the least picky, so maybe we'll save him for last. He definitely wants the one with the, a lot of space between the houses, because he said the biggest draw of moving down here is finally being able to get away from the tiny apartment I had back home. You could hear the neighbors sneezing. So he wants just like a lot of space to do whatever the hell he wants to do. And then he goes outdoors in the large area. 4-acre property, right? Outdoors guy. The ambience is pretty cool in this one. Yeah, we were actually just talking about like the music and stuff like that. Let's see. And then this one has a swimming pool. What about that? You guys happy with that decision? I think we got it, so I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna check it real quick. Close to a school, a church, shops, but it's loud. She doesn't care, she just wants to help the community. This one is the one that has a lot of space, and he wanted a lot of space because he could hear the neighbors sneeze. This one has 2 stories, and that guy wanted a way to get fit indoors, so stairs, right? This is the one that has a 4-acre property, and he's like golf tournament. He can build a golf course in the back, or he just loves being outdoors. And then the last guy has a swimming pool, and he's like, I don't care. Overall, he just wants someplace that suits me and my Lucy, which is possibly a cat. Alright, let's see how we do. That doesn't seem right. Maybe you should go back and try again. What? Pay close attention to what each person says, as well as locations and sizes of the houses. How does that not make sense? Right? Maybe I got one reversed. Like, this is definitely that guy, right? Maybe it's because she's wealthy, she wants a bigger house? We got something wrong. Single family built on 4-acre. That's gotta be him. He golf tournaments, loves outdoors. That's the one with the 4-acre property, right? That's... Or, alternatively, I guess that could be the woman who wants to help the community, so she can build stuff for the community on her land. Put Lady Big Bucks in the fanciest house. If you have a bit more to spend, but Okay, so maybe these two switched. I wonder if I can just like keep trying. Doesn't seem to be a downside to getting it wrong. Put the fat guy in the house where he can walk everywhere to all the shops. Oh, maybe. And then put the rich chick in the big house. Give that guy his... That was a good idea, though. The very definition of affordable quality is this one, though. So what about that? So the guy that is used to hearing his neighbors sneeze is now in a 2-story house. But she is in the house that says, if you have a bit more to spend. So that makes sense, right? Grace in the pool one? I don't know about that, because this guy's like shabbily dressed. Some place to stretch your legs, that's the 4 acres. Or, maybe I mixed up some of these here. So which one's Smith? Okay, he definitely doesn't go there. That's affordable quality, bit more to spend, convenience. Maybe it's like this. Who's Jones? Could see it working a dozen different ways. Yeah. Like, you could come from so many angles from like a sales guy perspective. Okay, someplace that he can get exercise indoors, but he hates water, so it's not this one. Maybe swap these two. Swap those. God damn it. We know the poor guy can't afford any of the big houses. Yeah, this one says you have a bit more to spend. This one's 2-story, but it does say affordable quality. Someplace to stretch your legs. Small home made from coral rock found on the property. The quarry was from which the rock was extracted was cemented and converted into a swimming pool. Perfect for the aspire. Would that make it expensive, though? I think the poor guy is top left, chunky guy is the middle. Okay. Well, yeah, that's where we had him. So that's where they are right now. I still think it's like this, but because the guy who, what's his name? Mr. Roberts. The biggest draw of moving down here is finally being able to get away from the tiny apartment I had back home. You could hear the neighbors sneezing. And this one says, spacious single-story home in a secluded area of town. Since there aren't many other houses around, the area is not particularly well lit at night. No, I don't want to do the hint. Maybe it's like that? Fuck. Mr. Smith's dog is named Lucy. that's a hint. I think I'm even more confused now, to be honest. Is it the names? No, the names look like they're... Dogs need space, I guess. Maybe, yeah, maybe it was just telling me, like reminding me that he has a dog. But he's shabbily dressed. Let's try that.
A pleasure doing business with you folks. I hope you enjoy your new homes.
Nice work. There's nothing you enjoy more than a satisfied customer. And to have 5 at once is even better.
Nice job over there, Banks. You got a real knack for this business. Now go get some rest, would you? You don't want to overwork yourself first day here, after all.
All right. Now we get to go slip into our bathrobe. Have a little nap.
Mr. Banks, I have a message for you when you get a chance.
Is it Merrick?
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
You said you had a message for me.
Yes, sir. From George Merrick at the Coral Gables sales office. He's asked you to stop by at your earliest convenience.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Alright. We're not napping today, boys. We're gonna go get that job. Probably give the finger to these guys as we pass by. I apologize. This isn't where I wanted to be. That was my darling wife yelling profanities in the background.
What's up, bro?
What's with this bro shit?
No.
Pardon me, miss.
What may I do for you, sir?
I got a message from Mr. Merrick asking me to see him.
Ah, yes, he's expecting you, Mr. Banks. Go ahead and knock on his door there.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Merrick. I'm Alfred Banks. You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, of course, Mr. Banks. Please come in. Make yourself at home. Please, have a seat.
I don't wanna. Looking out the glass windows and door, you see a lovely little patio. Mr. Merrick is lucky to be able to have a cozy little spot to take his mind off things. The illustration seems to depict a green landscape with a river or channel of water. Perhaps this is one of Mr. Merrick's future developments. Okay, let's sit down.
It really is a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Merrick. Like I said, my name is Alfred Banks, and
I know who you are, Mr. Banks. I was well aware of your father's work up north. It seems apparent that you are eagerly following in his footsteps. You've gotten my attention. Now let's see how serious you really are. I see great potential in you, but a good sales agent needs more than just talent. He needs ability and know-how.
I've got those in spades.
You're certainly confident, I'll give you that. In any case, I have a few small setbacks which I need to deal with, and I think they would serve as an excellent proving ground for you.
Proving ground?
Think of it as an extended job interview.
I'm all ears. What do you need?
I can give you more details as you need them, but currently I'm faced with 3 concerns. The first is a man living on a prime piece of land who is refusing to sell. The second is my need for quality advertising. And the third is getting back some stolen design plans.
Okay, let's try the holdout.
What's the story with the holdout?
There's a stretch of land which is of great interest to me in the area of Anastasia Avenue. Currently, the land is owned by an individual who has no interest in selling it. He's built himself a home there and understandably wants to keep it. Unfortunately, business is business, and I need that land to complete a very important project. I need you to convince the gentleman to sell.
What about your need for publicity?
Any project, no matter how good it is doomed to fail if nobody knows about it. I've managed to secure some decent advertising, but I feel we need something more. The story of Coral Gables needs to make headlines. I'd like you to head over to the Miami Herald building and see if you can befriend a reporter or two. Having a journalist in our corner would do wonders for our advertising.
Okay, I don't think I was paying enough attention for the first one. So, for number 2, I need to, befriend a reporter? And the first one...
What's the story? There's a stretch of land currently that he's built himself.
He wants to keep the
Unfortunately,
house.
I need you to
convince him to sell. That's right. Convince to sell. And
what about your design plans?
I regret to say that a set of design plans was stolen from my office a few weeks ago by a man claiming to want a job interview. In reality, he was a spy, sent from my competitor Orrin Riley's real estate company. Riley still has my plans, but two can play his game. Since you're a fresh face in town, I need you to infiltrate his company and take back the plans. I'll have my secretary set up an interview for you later today. And here, take this set of dummy plans and leave it in place of the real ones so Riley doesn't get suspicious.
Infiltrate his company? What will that entail exactly?
My guess is that Riley will have the plans stored away in his office someplace. You may need to do a bit of searching. Are you comfortable with that? I know it's asking for quite a bit.
I think so, sir. I'll do as much as I can within legal means.
Of course. I'm not asking you to commit any crimes. After all, you're just taking back something that was already stolen. Think of it as a repossession.
Okay, so convince the guy holding out to sell, befriend a reporter to see what's going on.
What about any project, no matter how good it is doomed. I've managed to secure some decent advertising, but I feel we need something more. The story of Coral Gables needs to make... I'd like you to head over to the Miami Herald building. Having a journalist in our corner would do what?
Okay, yeah, just basically make friends with the media so that we can get headlines. This guy is definitely evil. Jeez, guys,
I wish... Although, you seem the type who makes his own luck. I have a feeling I can expect great things from you.
Give us the benefit of the doubt. Like, we just met the guy. Ooh, papers. There appear to be several brochures and pamphlets advertising real estate around the city pinned to the wall. They must serve some motivational purpose for Mr. Merrick. There's no supervillains in this game, Derek. Okay. So, where's the holdout guy? Anastasia Avenue? Is that the guy that won't sell? Oh, that's a nice house. The house is a very nice two-story affair constructed in a Mediterranean style, which seems to be fairly consistent with the style of Coral Gables you've been able to observe so far. I love how from an 80 pixel portrait you can definitely tell who's Shady AF. Shady AF. Front double doors of the house are made of an expensive looking wood. Knock knock.
Yes? May I help you?
Ding dong bitch. No.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Alfred Banks, and...
Whatever it is you're selling, I'm not interested.
But I'm not here to sell you anything. In fact, quite the contrary.
Oh, I see. Merrick sent you, didn't he?
Well, yes, he did.
Look, you can go back and tell him exactly what I told all the others. Nothing doing. I bought this land before he got his little vision, and I intend to keep it. I tried appeasing him by building my house to match his Mediterranean style, but apparently even that wasn't good enough. I did everything by the book and filed all the proper paperwork. You tell Merrick he'll get me off this land when I'm no longer drawing breath. Good day to you, sir.
Looks like we gotta kill him. I mean, he makes a fair point. Like, he did a lot more than he had to. So honestly, I'm not sure what Merrick fucking wants out of this poor guy. Oops.
Sir, I really just want to have a chat.
I know your game. You vipers are just trying to trick me, and before I know it, you'll be flim-flamming me into signing some paper handing over my land. Well, you can just forget it. I've worked too hard on this house to just let it go. The paperwork alone was a nightmare and a half. Nothing you can say will convince me to sell my land. Nothing. Good day to you, sir.
Flim flam and bamboozled. Shame we don't have a bolt and a crossbow. Yeah. Make him an offer he can't refuse. Come on.
You again?
Sir,
I have the paper. No, good day.
So that doesn't work. What's this? Can I give him money? Watch. I will pay you to sell your house. You don't think he'd care for that? Fair enough. I don't think I can do anything else here. I'm pretty sure I have to have an item.
I apologize.
Yep, here's where we have to break his knees. We all know where this is going. A moral decline of our nice guy. Hey, it's the 20s. Things were a lot more accepted back then. That's just part of the real estate process in that era. There's a couple of broken kneecaps, you know, some strong hints. I guess let's try to befriend a reporter.
Quite an operation they've got going on in here.
Hello, sir. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Hey, Barbara. You're looking very nice today.
May I have a moment?
You may.
I'm Alfred Banks, and I believe you have the advantage.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Marjorie.
Pleasure. What is it you do around here, Miss Douglas?
I write articles, conduct interviews, and investigate stories. I'm what's commonly referred to in this business as a reporter.
I suppose that was a bit of a silly question on my part.
Well, at least you can admit to it. That puts you ahead of most.
All right.
Have you reported anything on George Merrick's Coral Gables project?
Don't know that I'd have to. He spent a small fortune on advertising. I doubt there's a single person in town who hasn't heard of it by now.
That may not exactly be the case. Mr. Merrick asked me to come here and inquire about possibly getting someone to do a bit of publicity for him.
Ah, suddenly it all becomes clear. Let's get something straight right now. I'm not some dumb Dora at anyone's beck and call. If Merrick wants a reporter in his pocket, it'll have to be someone else. I'm far too busy to find myself on the leash of some land developer and his cronies.
Okay, sorry.
I'll see you.
Count on it.
Marjorie, befriend a reporter, get them to spread nasty rumors about the guy and run him out of town. I like the way you think. Okay. The whole thing is to befriend a reporter. And then I try to talk to this guy that's labeled as reporter. It would probably be best not to disturb him. It's sexism. Because, you know, men in the 1920s, they had their strong work ethic. They couldn't be swayed, couldn't be manipulated, but women, they have a tiny woman brain.
May I have a moment?
You may.
Now, let's not be so hasty. I'm sure Mr. Merrick isn't looking for a lapdog, just someone who can provide some help. Maybe we can reach some sort of agreement.
Now that you mention it, maybe we can. Okay, I'll help you out if you do me a favor first.
Name it.
There's a story I've been following, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Are you familiar with Jeremiah Miller?
Afraid not. Who is he?
He's a local politician, county commissioner in fact, very outspoken on the subject of prohibition. I have reason to believe, however, that he's full of hot air. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get close enough to him to see if my hunch is right.
So, where do I come in?
Miller enjoys spending his time at the Miami Men's Club on Brickell Avenue. I figure if he's going to indulge in any illicit pastimes, that would be his ideal spot. As I am of the fairer sex and therefore not allowed inside, I need someone I can trust to get in there and see if I'm right.
And you trust me?
Not particularly, but you're my best hope, and you need my help. So I figured you've got the best chance of actually getting this done.
So, if I catch Miller in the act, what then?
Bring me some sort of proof of his hypocrisy, be it a photograph or a signed confession. I'm not fussy.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so I have to catch a politician getting trashed, right?
I'll see you around.
Count on.
Let's go! Oh, that's not the exit. Awkward. Okay, let's go. Men's club. I'm not well enough dressed, right? Is that what they're gonna say? This painting depicts a man in a safari outfit standing triumphantly on a dead tiger. You feel a bit sorry for the poor creature. The guy or the tiger? Man in his painting is smoking a cigar and looks particularly arrogant. Oh. Sorry. Hopefully this doesn't represent the typical members of this club. Ah. Just duck behind the corner real quick.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes.
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Miller?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Come on, I know for a fact that he's a member of this club.
Then why did you ask me?
Because I want to know what you know about him.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss members of this club with non-members. I'm sure you understand.
So this branches off into a separate little side quest to become a member of the gentleman's club, or men's club, not gentleman's club. That's something completely different.
This seems a rather exclusive establishment.
Yes, sir, it is. Did you need something in particular, or did you prefer to stand around all day discussing the obvious?
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that someone wanted to join your club. How would one go about doing so?
It's a rather simple three-step process. 1, you have to be a man. I believe you've already met that requirement. 2, you must prove your pedigree. We don't just allow anyone in off the street. Finally, you need to have a respected member of the community vouch for you.
3.
Once you've done that, it's a simple matter of waiting to be contacted for approval.
I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't pitch it. You can call me Morris if you need anything. Of course, how much I'll actually be able to serve you remains to be seen.
Morris? Any relation to Evan Morris from New York?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, well, I guess that helps my chances of getting into this club, at least. I'm afraid I must...
Good Jesus, guys. I don't think this game is that violent yet. Alright, hashtag Morris. I need to be a man. That's the first step. Gotta check my privilege.
Got him.
Then I gotta get a dog. No, not really. What am I gonna do about my pedigree? Like, prove who I am? And 3, have somebody vouch for me. Alright, let's just go in anyway. Door's locked. The cabinet contains several trophies, honoring achievements ranging from hunting to archery to golf. So, I can't befriend the reporter without catching this politician. I can't catch the politician without getting to the men's club. I can't get into the men's club without becoming a member. Can't become a member without getting vouched. But you can get the boss man to vouch for you. Ah. Let's go see. That is a good idea. That guy walks really fast, doesn't he? Hello,
Come
sir.
in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. Please, have a seat.
I always have to sit down to talk to your ass. Just let me to say, hey, can you vouch for me? Cool.
I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
What might that be?
I'm trying to join the Miami Men's Club, and I need someone to vouch for me.
A society climber on your first day in town?
It's not quite like that.
I understand. Sometimes this business makes us do things we weren't expecting.
You're telling me.
Very well. Give me 1 moment and I'll have Miss Rogers type up a letter for you.
Hey. Shady McShaderson, CEO.
She's typing it up for you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Merrick.
My pleasure.
What's the story with the holdout?
There's a stretch of land which is of great interest to me. Currently, the land is owned. He's built it on I Need You.
This is the same stuff.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Commit larceny when he's still a
Here you are, Mr. Banks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rogers.
Corporate espionage or some shit. This was back before those laws were in place. Oh, speaking of things you didn't expect to do.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
Let's say how
it to
I'm
begging your
crap. No. Did I not? Oh my god. I didn't get the letter. I didn't get the letter. Give me that letter. Wait. I did get it. Am I just dumb? Did you guys watch me do that?
Have a look at this. It's a letter from George Merrick sponsoring my entry into your club.
Merrick, eh? Well, he is a fairly prestigious member of the community. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application.
Okay. How about some plans? Or some money?
Begging your pardon,
Yeah?
let's say how would one go?
It's a one. You have two. You must prove your pedigree. Finally, you once.
I'm a
Good.
So, my father was respected. I have to find something that proves that I am my father's son, I guess. Riley's real estate? What is that? Like that goddamn photo of him in your suitcase? It wouldn't let me take it before, but maybe it will now. Good call. Even if it doesn't let us do that, it's still a good idea. My daddy. I said my daddy comes from a long line of rich white men. I say. Oh, Foghorn Leghorn. That was a Foghorn Leghorn. I guess I should have read that part first. My daddy comes from a long line of rich white men, I say. Go everywhere and click everything. Take my daddy's photo. My daddy. I'm just gonna start talking like that from now on. My daddy.
I have had enough of that tracker.
Alright. Let's go give this priceless picture of my father away.
The entire time.
Oh wait. I have to go back to the map. Yeah, go everywhere where click everything is a stage that I get to in the puzzle solving process. It's like it starts out very methodic, and I'm like, okay, well, what makes sense? And I go down the list, and at the bottom, I'm just like, start clicking shit. That's... Alright.
Take a look at this photo. Notice anything in particular?
It looks like you, with a mustache. If I may be frank, I'm glad you shaved it off. It doesn't really suit you.
That's my father, Hiram Banks. He was one of the top real estate moguls in the Northeast. Surely that demonstrates I have some sort of pedigree.
Ah, of course. While I have to admit I've never heard of the man, we have several members who surely have, being in that field. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application. Well, you seem to have provided sufficient information to be considered for membership into this club. Now it's just a matter of your evaluation.
How long will that take?
Oh, it all depends. Likely a week or two. We'll contact you when the decision has been made.
2?
I'm not sure I can wait that long.
In that case, there may be ways of expediting the process.
I have to bribe him, don't I? That's what he's talking about. Are there rats in this game? Yeah, this guy's a fucking rat. Look at this guy.
Say, friend, you've really been a great help today. I'd like to give you a little something for your trouble.
Why, thank you, Mr. Banks. Ah, well, what do you know? It seems the results of your evaluation are in, and you've passed with flying colors. Welcome to the Miami Men's Club. Please feel free to use any of the club's amenities at your leisure. And of course, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I don't like the way he emphasized anything.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Miller?
Yes, I am. He's a member of this club. In fact, he's in the lounge right now.
What can you tell me about him?
He runs in very elite political circles, but that's about as much as I know. On a personal level, well, I really shouldn't be saying this.
Nobody else will know. My lips are sealed.
From what I've gathered, he's not particularly well liked by other club members. It's on account of being such a blue nose, always harping about the sins of alcohol. Of course, he's not exactly on the level himself, but I've really said too much.
I think you've said just enough. My thanks. I'm afraid I must be going.
Good day to you, sir.
Oh, okay. Let's go catch this sucker. Wait. Oh. It's going the wrong way.
May I take your hat, sir?
Yes, of course. Much appreciated.
Why? I want my hat. He just snatches it up like that.
Well, look at this, boys. It seems we've got a new member.
The rest of the men glance in your general direction, but barely acknowledge you. They all seem to be rather uncomfortable in the presence of the man who just spoke.
Come on in, my boy. There's no need to be shy. What's your name, and where are you coming from?
Alfred Banks from New York. Just relocated to Miami this morning.
I must say, you work fast, Banks. Just arrived, and already a member of one of the best men's clubs in town. You must really be the cat's pajamas.
Well,
But where are my manners? I'm Jeremiah Miller, County Commissioner, District 2.
Pleasure.
I welcome you not only to the club, but to our fair city as well.
Thank you, sir.
Feel free to make yourself at home and get to know the others. If you have any questions about the city or anything else, I'll be happy to help.
All right. What is the overall point of this game? We don't know the end goal so far, but right now, we're basically trying to work for this land developer who's in charge of making the Coral Gables down in Florida, and we have to do these things for him before he'll hire us.
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
Will you drink this alcohol so I can take a picture of you? Thanks.
So, you're a county commissioner?
Indeed I am.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, I won't bore you with the particulars, but basically I'm one of several elected officials who run the county. It's not a bad jumping point if you, like me, are interested in furthering your political career. Your best bet is to find a platform and rally up supporters. After that, climbing the ladder is duck soup.
Oh, my game is real estate, not politics.
You mean there's a difference? We're both out to screw the next chump over. Why, our fields are practically brothers.
Isn't that a bit cynical, sir?
Oh, it's a necessary quality in this business, my friend. Now, don't dismiss my idea so easily, Banks. You've got the makings of a politician in you. I wouldn't be surprised to see you in office somewhere within the next few years.
Let's get right back to it.
I've heard you've got a particularly strong stance on the subject of prohibition.
You heard correctly, Banks. I have a strict no-tolerance policy. Oh, don't get me wrong. What a man does in his home is his business. But people going out on the town and getting smoked, it's unacceptable.
Just a minute. Are you saying you're fine with a man drinking in his own home?
Well, come now, old sport. Don't be naive. Every man enjoys a little nip now and then. Prohibition is designed for the masses, not the individuals. Keep the drink at home, I say. If it's on the streets and in bars, that's where the problem lies, and that's where we have to enforce. Just look at this place. I've made sure we're as dry as a bone in here, and nobody is the worse for it.
Where are the white women at? Well, this is the men's club, so probably not in here. You seem to hear a collective muttering coming from the direction of everyone else in the room. Like, bastard, I want to just go get drunk and pass out my own urine.
Know anything about the other club members? They seem a bit cold.
Nah, don't let them get to you. They're just a bit shy around new members. Soon enough, they'll warm up to you and they'll be like your second family. In any case, the bookworm over there is Carlton Meeks. From what I understand, he's in the real estate game. The two gents over there are John Norris Sr. and Jr. Not a day goes by, they aren't in here having some sort of squabble. And finally, the esteemed gentleman leaning on the counter is Franklin Evans. Don't think I've seen his face in years. He tends to keep to himself, you see. They're not the liveliest bunch, but they'll grow on you.
No, Phil, we were just talking about the difference between a men's club and a gentleman's club. Two entirely different things.
Nice chatting with you.
Likewise.
Gentleman sipping a cup of what appears to be tea as he reads The Mucker by Edgar Rice Burroughs. The Mucker. On the wall hangs various decorative paintings depicting caricatures of well-to-do society types. So, I'm guessing we need to go catch him at his house to, get some sort of proof. Can't talk to any of these guys, right?
Pardon me, sir, but...
Oh. Before you can finish your greeting, you are taken aback by the incredibly strong scent of alcohol emanating from the man. He's clearly been sneaking his liquor from somewhere for some time, as he is rather ossified. You doubt he can even tell you're speaking to him. Yikes.
Good book?
I don't, sweatpants. I don't think they'd let you in if you didn't pants. The man just nods slightly and continues reading. He has bonitis,
Your hat,
Phil.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Maybe she knows where he lives. Go on.
May I have a moment?
You may.
Anything you can tell me about Miami?
When I first got here, this was no more than a glorified railroad terminal. There were less than 5,000 people and the streets were made of white dust. Now we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of new faces showing up every day and are constantly expanding. I bet it won't be long before some other fool tries draining the Everglades to make more room.
The roads were made of white dust.
I'll see you around.
Count on.
The 20s were a different time indeed. Cocaine everywhere. Did I do anything in here yet?
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
Oh, this is the infiltration thing.
I have an interview scheduled with Mr. Riley today.
I see. And your name is?
Alfred Banks.
Just a minute.
Were you going to let him know I'm here?
Huh? Oh, right. Hey, Mr. Riley, you got someone here to see you.
I think I could have done that myself.
Go ahead and go through the door there.
Of course. Thank you.
This chick, that's where all the white roads went. This chick put them up her nose.
What can I do for you, young man?
You can give me your cabinet. Urologist. On the wall is a painting of a young woman in flapper attire. She seems to be the same woman in the other painting. What? On the wall is a painting of a young lady, but you don't want to examine it too closely while Riley is here. Why not?
Hello, Mr. Riley. My name is Alfred Banks, and I'm here for a job interview.
Ah, yes, of course. My secretary informed me you'd be coming in. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry today, however. I have a very important appointment I must depart for in about 15 minutes.
Then I suppose we should get this over with as soon as possible.
Yes, of course. Well, let's begin. Why don't we start off by you telling me a bit about yourself?
Are you a white male? You're hired. His wife or daughter don't want to be a creeper. Hey, we don't know what he's into. He could be like, yeah, huh? Okay. Talk about ourselves. Modest, truthful, or boastful? Where's the option to be shitty too? Yeah, I think we should boast. We're trying to get this job, so we gotta be confident.
I'm actually surprised you don't recognize my name. Plenty of people knew my father, Hiram Banks. I've been working at the family company the past few years, but decided to come down here and shine on my own.
You don't say. What made you get into real estate?
Should probably mention my father some more since he's a bigwig.
I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my father.
Honoring the family business. I greatly respect that. In a way, I'm a bit envious. I don't have any sons, so my business will eventually go to someone else. But I still value family. It's really the most important part of my life. But listen to me babbling. Let's get back to the interview. Now, what do you think you can bring to this company?
Say it's for the money? Nah. Because then I'd be willing to screw him over or something for money.
Where did you find it?
Your sales record's amazing. You're a people person. You can help expand the company. Let's do that one.
I have business know-how and can help expand your company. My father was a partner at the firm I used to work at, and I learned quite a bit from him.
Well, Banks, I must say, you seem to be a very promising candidate. I'll have my secretary contact you in a few days. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must run. I have to meet my daughter for dinner, and I don't want to be late. A word of advice, Banks. As great as this business will make you feel, you are nobody if you haven't got someone who loves you. My daughter, for instance, means the world to me. I always want her to be around, which is why I've got these paintings of her in my office. But I digress. Let me show you back out.
That got awkward real quick.
Good day to you, Banks. Caroline, hold my calls.
Alright. Riley's secretary might get suspicious if you just wander back in there. You should ask her about it first. Say, oops, sorry, I forgot something in there, right?
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I'm afraid I need to get back into Mr. Riley's office.
Oh? Why is that?
I left something behind in there during my interview.
No, I see. Go ahead and get it. I never lock the door when Mr. Riley is out anyway.
Oh, well, thank you.
That was easy.
I appreciate.
I don't want to know about her. Alright. There's a safe behind this painting, right? The painting shows Riley's daughter in a low-cut beige dress. She's clearly trying to pull off the flapper look, but in your opinion, she needs a bit of work. Do I push her nipples? No. Signature. Painting is signed by Anne A. Sokolov. You've never heard that artist before. Date. July 31st, 1913. I probably should write this down, huh?
Got it.
7/31/1913. Oops. And a Sokolov. Alrighty. How about this one?
God damn it.
Alright. Let's see if it's, wait. So it's 0 through 9. So I wonder if I just do 7311913. Let's try that. 7 3 1. Oh, that's it. You find Merrick's plans and quickly replace them with your fake ones. Oh, I should close this, huh? Yeah. That would have been bad. I wonder if you can actually leave it like that and get caught. Suckers. Okay. I wish there was a way to go directly to West Flagler. Let's go give these plans and then move on to the next thing. Hopefully this is the end of that one.
Come in. Hello. Thanks.
Yeah, you're gonna make me sit
Please,
down.
have a
huh?
seat.
Here you are, Mr. Merrick. I got your design plans back from Riley.
Very impressive work, Banks. Did you get the job, too?
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Well, for the time being, let's hope you didn't. I don't want Riley stealing anything else from me.
Okay. Time to scratch that one off the list. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. That was the sound that my pen makes. Right, scratching. This guy's office layout is fucked. Giant fucking room, shove the desk to the far left. Yeah. It's the 20s. That's what people did. Right?
I'll just get...
I wish...
I'm not wrong, you're wrong. Your face is wrong. Let's go back to the men's club. I'm sorry, Phil. Your face is not wrong. Your face is perfect.
May I take your hat, sir?
Yes,
You're beautiful, Phil.
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
Tell about Drunk Man.
Mr. Miller, this may be none of my business, but I was just trying to talk to the fellow over there by the counter, and, Well, he's got a very strong scent of alcohol on him. I felt a bit woozy just standing next to him.
You don't say. I suppose that would explain quite a bit. This won't do. No, sir, not at all. Excuse me a moment, won't you, Banks?
I'm gonna go figure out where he got that so I can restock.
Evans, are you drunk? Evans, answer me. Good Lord, how much have you had? You're a hazard. What if I wanted to light a cigarette? You're a disgrace to the good name of this club.
Oh, fuck.
Literally the end of the video. Just the answer.
Oh, shit. He had a flask on him, too. An engraved flask. What a stupid little prick. Get fucked, nerd. Miller is in no state to converse right now. Miller is out cold. Nobody else seems to be too bothered by this fact. Alright.
Your hat, sir.
Thank you.
You need a camera? I don't think so. When he got socked, the guy dropped an engraved flask. Small engraved silver flask seems to be quite full. Uncapping it, you catch the unmistakable aroma of alcohol. I love how he looked around before stealing the flask. Alright. Dat hooch. Let's do this.
Have a look at this. It's Jeremiah Miller's engraved flask.
So my hunch was right after all. Nice work, Banks. It's a bit of a tenuous link, but it's probably the best we'll be able to do at this point. Well, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and tell Merrick I'll write for him.
I appreciate your help, Miss Douglas. May I have a moment?
You may.
I paid no attention. What did she
I'll see you
say?
around.
Count on it.
I was too busy dancing. Yoink wasn't an expression in the 20s? It should have been. I lost the hooch. Yeah, I think she said that should put in a word for us. Which means we should have the job. Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you. Please, have a seat.
Oh, I don't have to talk to him about
What's
it
this?
afterwards.
There's a stretch of cookies. I need.
Okay.
I
So, all that's left is the holdout. What are we gonna do about that, though? Do we have anything other than my dad's picture? Can't talk to her. Maybe we can go in somewhere? No. Huh. I guess the records. Let's see if we can find any records on this guy.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
Guy looks like a greaser.
Could I look something up?
Of course. What do you need?
There's a house at 1251 Anastasia Avenue that I need some information on.
Of course. Let me go have a look. Yes, here we are. Belongs to one Ernest Mathers. Built it himself 6 months ago.
Might I have a copy of the document?
What's your business with it?
I'm working with Mr. George Merrick of the Coral Gables project, and it's of utmost importance to his acquisition of the land.
All right, you can take this copy.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Any
Sugarfish. Alright. You take a look through the record for the 1251 Anastasia House and see that it was constructed 6 months ago by Ernest Mathers. According to this, he had had a cursory inspection performed. Looking further, you see that there were no permits pulled for any of the construction work done. Mathers may have tried to appease Merrick, but it seems he did so in a very half-assed fashion. He got busted. Let's go show him the paperwork.
You again? What do you want?
I want you to sell.
Mr. Mathers, I've just been to the Hall of Records downtown and I pulled up a copy of your house record.
Yes? And?
It seems you had a property inspection done when you completed the house, but it was very basic. Furthermore, you didn't pull any construction permits.
I didn't need to. I haven't done any exterior work.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid I'll need to perform an inspection of your home just as a matter of record.
On what authority?
Look, you can either let me come in and do a brief home inspection, or I can report you to the county, and you can deal with whatever fine or punishment they see fit to dispense.
Fine. Come in. I don't know what you expect to find, though.
Oh, instructions. Search the room for the violations listed at the bottom. Click on the spot where you think you have found one. If you are correct, the area will be marked with a red circle and the item will disappear from the list. Continue until all the items have been found. Hooray! Alright, so I see water damage right there.
This wall shows clear signs of water damage. You probably have a cracked pipe somewhere back there.
Oh, I suppose that would explain it.
Cracked tile.
Your floor tiles are severely cracked here. Do you regularly have elephants as house guests?
No. I mean, my mother-in-law hasn't seen the new house yet. That was a joke.
I'm sure it was.
Right, old baseboards.
These baseboards look like they were installed during the Roosevelt administration.
No, they're supposed to look like that. It's the style, makes them seem classic.
Legal gazebo.
Nice gazebo. I hope you know you need to have a permit to have one of those.
It was a wedding gift from my sister. How was I meant to know?
Ignorance of rules is no excuse, Mr. Mathers.
Uneven rafters.
Uneven rafters are quite the hazard. This whole roof could come tumbling down on you.
Haven't had any problems so far.
Water leaks. Wait, no, that's not water leak. Mold. Where's that mold? Oh, loose tile.
Your fireplace seems to be letting go of some of its tiles.
Oh, yes, I've been meaning to fix those.
Is that the water leak? I thought that was... Oh, it was. It just
What
wasn't clicking on
mess.
it, right?
You clearly have a problem with a water leak.
And I've called the plumber, but he's yet to get back to me.
Alright, and then... Moldarino.
Quite a nasty buildup of mold you have here.
My wife told me she'd clean it up.
You seem to have several problems in this home. Are you sure you performed a thorough inspection?
Well, yes. Yeah, I'm sure I did.
I see. And who was it that performed this inspection exactly?
Why, it was a man. Yes, a man from the city.
And did you happen to get this man's name?
Well, no, I wasn't aware of...
You didn't really have an inspection performed, did you?
No. I paid someone to say they had done one on the public record. You won't tell anyone, will you?
You're in quite a state here, Mr. Mathers. Not only did you build this house without the proper permits, but you also put fraudulent information on your report. This doesn't look good any way you cut it.
Please, I have money. How much to get you to look the other way?
I'm afraid my silence can't be bought, Mr. Mathers. However, you might be able to get yourself out of this jam if you sell your house and land to Mr. Merrick.
So this is what it's come to. I see how it is. You come in here playing the white knight, but you're no better than any of the rest of them. I did what I had to do to keep my land, but I suppose that was all for naught. Fine. I'll call up Mr. Merrick and tell him he's won. I hope you can live with yourself, you snake.
I'm sure I'll manage. Have a nice afternoon, sir.
White Knight. Sucker. Get right with God. This guy could have easily got himself out of the situation by actually following the rules, right? He acted like I was the snake. It's like, I'm just pointing it out, man. I've done a lot of things for caffeine. Don't go into too many details.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you.
I believe that's everything taken care of, Mr. Merrick.
You know, when you first walked through that door, I had a feeling there was something special about you. I'm glad to see my assumptions were well placed.
So, because you're an NPC and I'm not?
Welcome aboard the Golden Galleon, Banks. I think you're going to do wonders for us.
The Golden Galleon, sir?
Yes, it's our new slogan. Dammers came up with it. Follow the Golden Galleon to Coral Gables, where your castles in Spain are made real.
It certainly has a ring to it.
That it does. Now then, there's no time to waste. I've got some big plans for the next few years, and I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Chapter 2. When the groves begin to bear. I think that's what that said.
How are those sales going, Banks?
Not bad, Doc. Just made another 12 this hour.
I knew there was something special about you the minute you stepped off that train, kid.
Say, Doc, this new office is great and all, but aren't we a bit crowded in this room?
You'll get used to it, kiddo.
It's just that in New York, I wasn't...
Well, this isn't New York, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. Anyway, George wants to see you in his office ASAP.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
Ruh-roh. Am I in trouble? Can I get this paper? No. Co-workers. Your colleagues are hard at work, making sure lots and houses, not lots of houses, lots and houses are sold, and that Coral Gables becomes all it's promised to be. Aw, shucks. Mr. Wilson. Is that what he said?
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
See?
No. Who?
Alfie,
Oh.
Good to see you. Please, come in. How do you like the new office?
It's a bit crowded, but much nicer looking than the one downtown.
The success of Coral Gables isn't going to be about money or sales. It's about aesthetics.
Well, you've certainly gone above and beyond in that department, sir.
There's no need to be so formal. We're all a big family here. Please call me George.
Fair enough. What was it you wanted to see me about, George?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm giving you a very special assignment. We've been doing fantastic with sales thus far, but I've decided to try a new approach. I'm calling the project State Days. Each week, we'll bring down a group of people by bus from a different state. But it won't just be enough to show them around. We need something more. A spectacle.
What kind of spectacle?
Ah, this is where you come in.
A robbery.
I want you to ask around. See if you can find some sort of performer or show that will impress the crowds.
I really wouldn't know where to begin.
You're a resourceful young fellow. I'm sure you'll find something. Which reminds me. Here you are. The keys to your own company car. It should make getting around town much easier.
No fooling? My own car?
It's cheaper for us to have you drive yourself around rather than pay for taxi rides. You can drive, can't you?
Well, I admit it's been a while.
Just take care not to run into any ditches and you should be fine. Oh, and also, this telegram arrived for you this morning. I was going to send it along with my secretary, but you got here first. Now get to it. I've got a group from New York coming in 2 days, and I want some entertainment for them.
I'm on it.
Got our own car. Hell yeah. Dee-bo-bo. Chicka-chicka. Dee-bo-bo. Ooh, yeah.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
So, how are you liking your new job?
Oh, it's wonderful. I finally feel useful around here.
She is
To be
sales
fair,
lady
being
now?
Merrick's secretary wasn't exactly a useless position.
True, but I think I can bring a lot more to this company doing promotional art rather than just taking calls.
I'll let you get...
Thank you.
You read the telegram, which has been sent from your brother, Beauregard. Alfie, mother informed me of your success in Florida. I've come to Miami to visit you. Had no personal contact details, so sent message to your office. Meet me for lunch at Gable's Diner on Aragon Avenue. Looking forward to seeing you, Beau. Fold up the telegram and toss it away with mild annoyance. I like Beauregard to just show up when things are going well for you. Still, as he is your brother, you make a note to meet him for lunch. Where's the exit? Beauregard. Look at that car. Okay. Diner, I guess?
There he is.
Beauregard, how nice to see you.
Oh, why so formal, Alfred? Aren't you glad to see your brother?
Of course, I just wish I'd had a bit more of a warning is all.
Oh, come on. Who needs warnings with family? Anyway, let's have a seat. I was about to chew my own arm off waiting for you.
Nom 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 nom. Okay. Oh, it
So,
would let me
tell
walk
me what
away.
you've been up to.
Why don't you tell me what you've been up to?
Not too much, really. I've kind of been in a rut, to tell the truth. I feel like I could use a change.
Why don't you go to work for the company?
Morris is still peeved at what happened with you. He hasn't been very receptive.
Oh. Look, about that.
You don't have to explain yourself, Alfie. I know you couldn't possibly have done what he says you did. Whatever really happened, you're better off having left that place.
Thank you, Beau. I appreciate your support. I'm working on an assignment at the moment.
Oh yeah? What?
I've been put in charge of finding a spectacle to sell lots to people coming in from out of town.
No kidding. Sounds like fun.
It's not fun, it's work.
So, who's to say work can't be fun?
You've never worked a day in your life, Beau. How would you know?
Are you gonna start with that baloney again?
Fair point. Anyhow, I have yet to find anything suitable.
Well, if it helps, I overheard that guy over there talking about how his wife was a wing walker or something. Might be something worth looking into.
You know, it just might. Thank you, Beau.
How about a witch burning? Haven't had one of those in a while. I don't want to talk about my success, because that's why he's here. He's here to be a bum and mooch off
It's
me.
been great catching up with you, Beau, but I really should get going. How long are you planning on being in town for?
Well, actually, I was considering moving down here too.
Really? You're gonna leave Mother alone?
She'll be fine. She's got plenty of friends in the neighborhood. Besides, it's gotten to the point where I'm feeling like more of a burden than a help.
And she's actually letting little baby Beau come down here on his own?
Knock it off, will ya? She doesn't mind it so much knowing you're here. Anyway, I'll be here if you get any more time off today.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Let's go talk to this guy about
Pardon the
walking on some
interruption,
wings.
folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
Carl, that kills people, Carl.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And madam, my name is Alfred Banks, but please call me Alfie.
How do you do, Alfie? The name's Richard Burns, but everyone calls me Curly. Over there's my wife, Mabel Cody.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Banks.
Are you folks from down here originally?
Nah, we're just traveling around with our act.
Your act?
Sure, ain't you heard of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus?
What's wrong with you? Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's two things.
I'm afraid I haven't. Please, tell me about it.
Why, it's the most exciting and daring show you'll see all year. We got a biplane which flies unbelievably low to the ground, and Mabel walks across the wings. We've been touring all across the state, impressing crowds in the hundreds.
Sounds exciting. Are you for hire?
Always. Who's interested?
Have you ever heard of George Merrick?
The guy who's developing this area? Sure.
Well, he's in need of a spectacle to entertain crowds he's planning on bringing in from out of state. I think your flying circus would fit the bill perfectly.
Sounds good. But don't forget about our little issues, Curly.
Of course.
Is there a problem?
Well, a couple, actually. But really, they're more minor setbacks than problems. Our pilot just quit to get married, so we haven't got anyone to fly our plane. Then there's the plane itself, which got a bit damaged during the last show. And of course, the small issue of requiring payment in advance. But we could still talk business. These are just minor setbacks that can be easily resolved, I'm sure.
Minor setbacks. Those are the best things to solve in a adventure game.
You say you haven't got a pilot?
Well, at the moment, no. Like I said, our guy quit last week.
I heard there's a pretty good pilot in town, but we haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Oh, yeah, the Flynn or something like that. If we could get him on board, that would be just ducky.
Ducky.
What's wrong with your plane?
Nothing too serious. It's being worked on right now. The mechanic said it should be ready by next week.
I don't know if Mr. Merrick wants to wait that long. Where's the plane now? Maybe I can see about speeding up the process.
It's over at the airfield near Granada Boulevard.
Okay, so Flynn for the pilot. We don't know what's wrong with the plane yet. How much is the payment?
About your payment.
Of course. Our fee is $50 up front. That gets you a full show, which lasts 30 minutes.
I'm afraid I haven't got that kind of money on me. I'll have to ask Mr. Merrick about it.
Sure, not a problem. Just let us know when you've got the dough.
Alright, so Flynn for the pilot, $50 for the payment up front. And then...
About your...
I'll... Okay. Let's go figure out what's wrong with the plane. Toolbox.
Would you mind terribly if I borrowed one of your wrenches?
Not as long as you bring it back, I don't. I can't say I blame you for wanting to borrow it. That clunker looks like it needs to be serviced pretty soon.
Some stranger just drives up and is like, "Can I borrow this wrench?"
Hello there, my good man.
Yes, sir?
Tell me what's wrong with this plane.
Curly and Mabel sent me to check up on things. How long before this beauty is up in the sky again?
Shouldn't be more than a week. I'm kind of stuck waiting right now. There isn't much else I can do at the moment.
What is it you're waiting on?
I have 2 parts on their way. One's a piece for the rudder, and the other's a magneto for the engine.
Magneto? Magneto. There's a villain in the engine.
What about this magneto you mentioned?
The magneto for the ignition is damaged, and I'm waiting on a replacement to come in.
What sort of engine is it?
Curtiss OX5. Fairly common engine in these types of planes. Some boats, too. Unreliable piece of junk, really. But they mostly get the job done.
Any idea where I'd be able to get one?
Order from the manufacturer, like I did. Aside from that, any place where there's lots of planes or boats would have them in spades.
I think that gives me an idea. By the way, where is the magneto usually found on the engine?
Right at the bottom in front. Can't miss it.
Right next to the Xavier. Xavier Charles. Charles Xavier. That's what it was.
How badly is the rudder damaged?
See for yourself. Looks like something took a bite out of it.
So what are you waiting on to fix it?
A new rudder top. Should be here in a few days.
Is there anything that might be used as a substitute?
Any decent-sized wooden plank would do in a pinch, sure.
Told you there would be supervillains. You shut up.
I'll let you get up.
See?
Jeez. So Sounds like he's about to go steal a Magneto. Yep, that's exactly what we're about to go do. I don't intend on returning his wrench either. Let's go to the marina. There's a guard here.
Welcome to the Dinner Key Marina, sir. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Is there a boat that you're not watching right now? Old plane. Engine.
Hey now, don't be fooling around with that.
Floating in the water is what appears to be a hydroplane. You've heard of these, but have never actually seen one before. The plane's engine is mounted on top of the wings. It seems a strange place to be, but then this is no ordinary plane. The marina security guard stands stiffly at his post. You can't say you envy his job. Okay, so we gotta get his ass out of here.
Hello there.
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
What? You can cut the tension with a wife? I can't read.
That's certainly an interesting contraption at the end of the dock there, isn't it?
What, the hydroplane? Yes, it's definitely something to look at. It's been docked there for quite a while now. I actually can't remember seeing who brought it in. Shame, really. I'd like to ask the owner about it. Really quite a fascinating piece of machinery.
Don't you get uncomfortable standing out in this heat wearing dark clothing?
You get used to it after a while. And besides, there's a nice sea breeze that comes in every so often. Keeps things cool.
I suppose there are worse places to be standing around.
Yep, that there are.
So we have to get him to leave
This
somehow.
marina doesn't seem to have many boats.
Yes, well, hasn't been a commercial marina very long. It was taken over for naval operations during the war. But we're steadily getting more people coming in. My guess is people will be fighting for space within the next year or so.
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
I guess it's all gone. This one's older. I don't know if that's any good. How long is that one now? Do we have any of that peach stuff left? This ice? Or did we... Okay. Yeah. Limeade! What about this boat? Can we get over there? Large boat sways gently in the sea. It looks like it might be used for commercial fishing. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to click that. There we go. You try avoiding boats as much as possible since you get terribly seasick. So I'm gonna have to get this guy to leave, but I don't know how. Can I hit him with a wrench? You don't think he'd want that? Oh, buddy, I'm not trying to give it to him. Poor innocent game. Probably couldn't afford to breathe in this yacht's general direction, let alone do anything with it. Someone has moored their yacht here. It looks as though it might have set the owner back several $100s. Whoa! Several hundred. So I don't think I can do anything here yet. I have to find a way to get the guard to leave. Men's club? Where's my hat? I used to be wearing a hat.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Okay. What about you?
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I feel this may be a silly question on my part, but
Is this Flynn?
are you a pilot?
Guilty as charged. Zachariah Flynn's the name, but everybody in the know calls me Flyboy.
In the know?
Sure, anyone with half a brain's heard of my heroic deeds during the war.
Okay.
I suppose my brain must not be intact, because I've never heard of you.
Well then, allow me to enlighten you. During my first campaign, I was in a total of 57 dogfights, and I won every single one of them. I racked up 200 enemy kills and earned 17 Medals of Valor. Then I started my second campaign in 1915, where
I zoned out. This guy really enjoys talking about himself. You find your mind wandering to somewhat more interesting subjects. Roughly 20 minutes
So
later.
that's basically a summary of my accomplishments.
Oh, yes. Fascinating.
Oh yeah, whatever.
I have a business proposal for you.
Oh yeah?
I'm in need of a pilot for an air show that's being put together. Would you be interested?
That all depends. What's it pay?
That's a detail we can negotiate later on.
And what exactly happens in the air show?
You fly the plane, and Mabel Cody does wing walking and other stunts.
Mabel Cody, eh?
Yes, of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. They've been touring all over Florida.
Sounds interesting, but I have one last question. Why on earth would a pilot of my skill and fame want to work for some podunk air show?
Because it's being sponsored by George Merrick and his Coral Gables project. Surely you've heard of that.
Of course, can't throw a rock in this town without seeing ads for it. He seems to be getting lots of people interested.
He is. Just think of what all those people will say when they see you in the show.
Okay, I'll be your pilot, but on one condition.
Condition?
What's your condition?
I want to be the star attraction of your show. You'll have posters, right?
I would assume so, yes.
Right. I want them to make me out as the star.
I see. Any other requirements?
Well, now that you mention it, the name shouldn't be anything too fancy. I'll let visuals do the work there. Also, the colors should be bright and flashy. I want this to get people's attention. And finally, I think they should be a manageable size so we can sell them to people and they can put them on their walls in their homes.
I'll see what I can do.
This guy, man. Oh, do I have to do all this stuff for him too? Hold on.
What's your
I want to be the star attraction of your show.
Fucking
You'll
guy.
have posters, right?
I would assume so, yes.
The star.
Right. I want them to make me out as the star.
I see. Any other requirements?
Well, now that you mention it, the name shouldn't be anything too fancy. I'll let visuals do the work there. Also, the colors should be bright and flashy. I want this to get people's attention. And finally, I think they should be a manageable size so we can sell them to people and they can put them on their walls in their homes.
I'll see what I can do.
Jeez.
I'll see.
These guys are never happy. Thank you, waifu. Miss Rogers should be able to handle the posters. Good thinking. I will see what she says. Hello, Miss Rogers.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Poster design.
Ms. Rogers, I'm on a special assignment for Mr. Merrick, and I need to design a poster.
Sure. What will you be needing?
You give Miss Rogers a brief overview of the assignment.
But I need a few specific design elements.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll prepare a mock-up for you. What are you going to want to put on it for the name?
Okay. The name shouldn't be fancy, but it should make him out to be the star of the show. Flynn's Flying Circus. Flyboy Flynn's Fantastic Flying Circus. Daredevil Flynn's Flying Circus of Doom. Just Flynn's Flying Circus. Let's do that. Simple.
Just Flynn's
Has his
Flying
name.
Circus, I think.
Well, at least there'll be more space on the poster for images. So what color scheme are you going to want?
Bright and flashy. Which one's the brightest and flashiest? Orange and blue, orange and red, yellow and pink. Yellow and pink is flashy, right? What do you guys think? I think out of these, yellow and pink's probably the flashiest, and he said bright and flashy. Right? Like, there's nothing more obnoxious than yellow and pink. Yellow pink seems flashiest, but what do I know? I'm colorblind. Oh, geez. Let's try it.
Yellow and pink.
Okay, and how big are we going to print these?
Small, right? 8 by 10?
Small. The size of a standard sheet of paper, so we can have lots of them.
Right. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll have a mock-up designed for you. There you are.
Thank you.
It's a mock-up poster you had designed for the air show. It states, in rather small print, Flynn's Flying Circus. On the side is a small note that reads, final to be 8 by 10. Plus, if they're being true to the time period, pink is super manly. Was that as recent as the 20s? Alright, men's club. I forgot where he was for a second. Kinda sad we don't have our hat anymore.
Begging your pardon.
Yeah, what?
I'll see you.
Take.
Beg your pardon. See you later.
Begging your pardon.
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Let me see that. Nice name. I like that.
Okay.
Nice colors.
Name
Exactly
and
what I
colors.
was thinking. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
That's not the right size at all. Hate to say it, but this poster ain't no good.
What?
Let me know when you've got it looking more like I want.
He said he wanted it manageable, right? How is 8 by 10 not manageable? The others were like 36 by 40. What a dick, yeah. Don't give any input or anything.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Miss Rogers, I'm afraid I need...
It's fine, Mr. Banks. What are you going to want?
Okay.
Just...
Same name.
Well, it's so...
Same
Yellow
colors. Could have just given a clear answer. I know, like he could have been like, no, this is really small. I want it more like this size. I'm gonna go for the middle one then.
About a standard poster size, suitable for framing.
Right. There you are.
Thank you.
Alright, let's try this again for Flyboy. Alright, tell me what
Begging
you think
your
of
pardon.
this. But don't
Yeah,
be
what is it?
specific.
I've had this
Whatever
poster
you
made
do.
up for the air show. What do you think?
Let me see that. Nice name. I like that. Nice colors. Exactly what I was thinking. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
Of course, that's perfect. Well, this is just the bee's knees. People are gonna love this show.
I'm glad you approve. Does this mean I can count on you as the pilot?
Sure. Just let me know where and when, and I'll be there.
Okay. So the pilot's taken care of. Miss Rogers is such a good sport about it. Yeah, she's like, oh, okay. What's this radio? Antenna? You gently liberate the antenna from the side of the radio. Okay. What do I need an antenna for? I wonder if I have to build a radio transmitter or something like that. No? I don't think the security guard would have a radio in the 20s, right? Handheld radio like that? Like a CB?
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks.
Can I go in this door yet? Locked. Alfie is a klepto. I'm a bad influence on him, what can I say? Let's tell them that we got one.
Huh?
Oh.
Nope.
Didn't you hear he didn't steal it, he liberated it? Yeah. Big difference. Hashtag liberate everything. I might start using that on Twitter now. So, let's do the thing that we know that we can do, and that's go get the payment up front.
George?
Yes, Alfie?
I think I may have found your spectacle.
Wonderful. What is it?
Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. She's a wing walker. Does all kinds of stunts, apparently.
Sounds like a terrific find. Well done.
There's just one thing. She and her husband require payment in advance.
I see. How much?
$50 for a 30-minute show.
Reasonable enough, I suppose. You'll have to take the money out of our business account. Just head over to the Bank of Coral Gables and tell them I sent you to withdraw the money.
Oh, times were so much simpler back then, right?
I think there might be something wrong with the car you gave me.
Oh? Has it given you any trouble?
It just sort of makes this clunking noise sometimes.
I was told it was in perfectly acceptable working order. Oh well, as long as it gets you around, you'll be all right.
That's all.
That's gonna come back, isn't it? We're gonna break down on the side of the road. Can I use the wrench on the car? You're unable to see how using that would be helpful. Well then, you're just dense, Alfie. Okay, so, bank. That's right. Teller window. Currently closed. There we go.
Welcome to the Bank of Coral Gables. How may I help you, sir?
I need to withdraw some money.
You provide the teller with the necessary information and complete the rather boring transaction.
Thank you for banking with us, sir. Have a pleasant day.
I'll try my best.
Everyone with their hands up! This is a robbery!
Really? Really?
I said put your hands up!
How about I hit you with a wrench? Bank robber's pointing a gun at you. He seems to mean business. How about I just run away? No, I can't run away.
Now, just a minute. There's really no need for this.
Shut up, Mac. Nobody asked you to talk. Just put your hands up and hand over the dough.
Now, if you'll just listen for a moment.
What are you playing at, bucko? I ain't got time to chat. Just hand over your dough before the boys in blue get here, will ya?
Another mini game. Here we go. You are attempting to persuade this person. Pick a dialogue choice based on what you think will make them lean towards your argument. Pay special attention to their face, as it is often an indicator of your progress. But he has a bandana on. If you need a hint, click the Seller Intuition button to perform a personality analysis. If you fail at persuasion, then there are other ways to convince them. It's totally Bo. You think so? No. Oh, that can't be. Give it up. The police are on their way right now. You're clearly new at this. Is this your first time? You won't get away with this. Every criminal gets caught eventually.
What do you think this is, playtime? You just come in here, waving a gun around, demanding everyone put their hands up? Have you even done this before?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't. But this ain't about my personal life. This is about you handing over your money.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He's a greenhorn. We can push him. Let's do defy. Just be like,
if you think you're taking my money, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Tough talk, Mac. But let's not forget who's on which side of this gun. Now I suggest you start cooperating before you make me mad and end up full of daylight.
you talk tough, but you've probably never even fired a gun before. Seduce the robber, shut up. Going through with this will cause you more problems than you need. I know people. If you rob me, you'll be in big trouble with them. Reason? You guys think reason?
Face facts,
We'll
would
try
you?
it.
If you go through with this, you're gonna have lots of problems. Isn't it better to just give up and start over with your life?
It's easy for you to say. You ain't been through what I have. Now I'm sick of talking. Hand over the dough or you're gonna get it.
Okay, okay.
eyebrows are
enough
pretty
talking.
low.
So, what's it gonna be?
We've wasted enough time talking. Shut up and hand over your dough. I ain't kidding around. Hand over the dough
I don't
now.
think we did a good job. No. I don't want to. Damn it, you guys. You failed me. Can't give him the antenna? No. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Game over screen. Reminds me of that news, the news screenshot. It's like, what are you gonna do? Stab me? And it was like the quote was by man who was stabbed. Or I didn't seduce him properly. Oh man.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Just take my money and get out of here, okay?
Hey, thanks. I wish more people were complete pushovers like you.
Fuck you, dude.
You
Goddamn
did a good
kidding
thing,
me.
Banks. That guy was bad news.
I just wish there'd been another way. How am I going to explain this to Mr. Merrick?
Just tell him the truth. He's a pretty understanding guy. How are things going on the Gables project anyway?
Not bad. In fact, you might want to come to the Granada airfield in a few days to see for yourself.
Sounds like a plan. See you there, Banks.
Can I withdraw another 50? Nope, it's gonna make me leave. What a cock. Gotta go explain to the boss. And I'll probably get in trouble for it. Can do. Forgot about that one. I think maybe it's ad quote. I thought those added the game with the quote. I'll have to look into that.
George?
Yes, Alfie?
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh?
I went to withdraw the money to pay Mabel Cody, and the bank was held up. I had to give the robber the money so he would leave.
Oh my. That is rather unfortunate. Well, we'll have to hope that Mrs. Cody accepts IOUs. Here, take this to her.
That's all for now.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. Go give this IOU to the circus performer. You know, I bet they're not in need of money or anything. Diner.
I delegate, goddammit.
Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
I probably have to give it, huh? Yeah.
I wasn't able to get the cash, but Mr. Merrick gave me this IOU.
Well, I suppose he's a fairly trustworthy person. Normally I wouldn't accept this, but we could use the exposure.
Okay. No need to use the restroom. Is there anything else I can do? No business going to the kitchen. Bo is still sitting here.
Alfie! What's going on?
Hey, Bo. How'd you like to go for a drive?
Really? Where to?
The marina. We'll use Bo to
How
distract
about
the guard.
Dinner Key Marina? You can look at the boats in the ocean.
Sounds like the bee's knees. Let's go.
Should get Nightbot. I had Nightbot, but then I'm switching over to PhantomBot because it's open source and I can make any modification that I want. It's hosted locally, so there's a bit more expansion that I can do. I just haven't really invested much time into it yet.
Hello there.
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
Did you just say fine day for it when I said hello? What?
Bo, come over here.
What is it?
I need you to do me a favor and chat up the security guard. Tell him you own that hydroplane over there.
What? Why?
Just trust me. Oh, and if he starts asking you questions about it, just make something up. I get the feeling he isn't exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Okay, if you say so.
Waifu bot. Okay, now I can use the wrench on the engine. Working quickly, you liberate the magneto from the plane's engine. Liberate again. We're liberating everything. Just liberate it all.
Come on, Bo. Let's head back.
That was fun. I'm glad we made it back in one piece. Thanks for the ride, Alfie.
Oh shit, this isn't the guy that we need.
Hey, Bo.
Alfie!
I'll see.
Right.
Guess you can't take him anywhere else. Let's go give this part. Wine foo, yeah. The waifu brings the wine foo.
Is this the sort of magneto you need for the engine?
It sure is. How were you able to get one so quickly?
I have my ways.
Liberation.
You really saved me some time. I'll get to work replacing this right away.
Fantastic. Here's your wrench back, by the way.
The mechanic eyes you with a suspicious expression.
Thanks.
With liberty and justice for all. Where am I gonna get a plank of wood? People eye you suspiciously when you're constantly liberating things. Yeah, pretty much. Plank of wood. Is there something in the sales office that we could use? Why do we have that antenna? It's the same painting hanging in the real estate office. These landscapes remind you of the coastal towns back up north. Guess you can't make a prop rudder top out of a painting, huh? Looking at gentlemen's clubs for wood could lead to misunderstandings. Men's club, not gentlemen's club. We've been through this. Damn it, you guys. These papers. Can't see anything productive coming out of using that. Typewriter? Nope. Telephone. Inbox. Paper. Abstract art. You've been wanting to take this painting down for ages, but Ms. Rogers would have a conniption if you did. It's a good word, conniption. Not your week to water the plant. Miss Rogers know anything about wood?
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No, Bob.
Nope.
I'll let you.
Thanks.
These guys? Nope. Okay. I guess we'll go to the men's club. Unless one of these guys happens to know.
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
What's that you're working on?
Oh, I'm just getting a few reports transcribed for Mr. Merrick.
Reports?
Yeah, you know, the reports you all have to do after making a sale or interviewing a potential client. The ones you're required to do.
Oh, sure, those.
Whoops.
Of course. See.
Okay, what about this guy? Oh, Stock.
Hey, Doc.
Howdy, Banks.
How are things going for you?
Not bad, not bad. Although, being cooped up in this office is starting to get to me. I'm itching to get back out into the field again. Oh, which reminds me, are you doing anything later today? I could use your help with something.
I should have a little time available. What sort of help did you have in mind?
I'm going to be conducting a demonstration for some prospective buyers, and I need a volunteer. But in order to keep things under control, I can't just pick any old egg. I need a plant.
So you want me to be your volunteer?
If you'd be so kind. I'll have my cart set up in a field near the corner of Granada and Bird. Drop by this afternoon and I'll give you more details.
Okay. That might be
Better
where
hit the
we need to
right
go, like the right path to get this plank. It could be weird going around asking guys if they have wood. Maybe. Car sounds horrible. Amber's demo. Hey look, plank of wood. Who'da thunk it? A wooden shingle hangs from the side of the wagon. On it have been painted the words, Live Demo. Model? Model seems fragile. Rather not touch it.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
Really? Let's go find this guy's car. This car's gonna break down. Like, I know it. That came up for a reason. Where would he have left a model car? Doc. Crazy. That's what happens when you get a car. Everyone expects you to go run errands for them.
Could I bother you?
No.
Thank.
Nobody knows anything about this car. Don't want to bother the coworkers, they're busy. I've never known coworkers to be busy.
George?
Yes, Alfie?
Where the hell is
That's
this
all.
model car? Need a team name? SmartASCII? I don't think that's a good one. I don't see where this car can be. You guys can be the bytes. The hexadecimals. SmartASCII and the hexes. Is this car outside? Where else would it be? I got the Magneto, got the $50, well the IOU for the $50. Across those. Out. I'm down to be a bidder of bite. Just don't ask me to convert. Where's this car? I didn't pass it up, right? You guys didn't see anything? I guess let's go ask him about it again, maybe. I can be like, I didn't see anything at the office. I think you're a senile old man. And I'll be like, who are you again?
So what's this all about?
The future!
And what will I...
You're going to be my
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar. Or maybe I left it back at the sales office.
I'm on it.
Should break Morris's legs? You guys are so violent. That's like your first option, is just shoot them or break their legs. Or... Can't I just be a normal guy that just wants to sell a house? Just this once. Just once, please. Normal guy. So, did I miss anything? Like any doorways? Or maybe Wilson knows something about it.
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I...
Ah, model
Say,
streetcar.
You've been around all morning. Did you happen to notice a model streetcar on Doc's desk?
Oh,
Is something wrong?
Did you take it?
Banks, you have to promise me you won't say anything.
He broke it.
All right, mum's the word. What's the problem?
When Doc left earlier, I noticed the model streetcar on his desk. I went to get it so I could go after him and let him know he left it behind. But I accidentally knocked it on the floor and, well, the little antenna it had on it broke off. I feel terrible about it, but there's nothing I can do.
Oh, is that all? Don't worry about it. Let me have the model and I'll see about fixing it. And don't worry, Doc will be none the wiser.
Thank you, Banks. I owe you one.
I already liberated an antenna.
See you around.
We managed to attach the antenna to the top of the model streetcar.
Yeah.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office.
Ama. Here you go, Doc. One model streetcar ready to roll.
Thanks, Alfie. Sometimes I think I'd forget my own head if it weren't bolted on. Now come back in about a half an hour and join the crowd. When I ask for a volunteer, you get up here before any of the others get a chance. Then just follow my lead and we'll knock everyone's socks off.
Sounds easy enough. See you in a bit.
Scara just talked to you? If it has to do with, like, the event, then it might be something that's, like, a bot. I don't know.
And in order to show off the amazing future of Coral Gables, I'll need a volunteer from the crowd. Who would like to assist me?
Me.
Anybody?
I'll do it.
Fantastic. Now, young man who I can assure everyone I have never seen before today, what is your name?
It's Alfie Banks, sir.
Well, Alfie, you look like a man with taste. A man who wouldn't think twice about moving into a luxury area like Coral Gables. And believe me, if you think it's something now, just wait until you see what the future holds. Come closer and let everyone in the crowd get a look. Now then, if you'd be so kind as to take this alligator clip and attach it to the positive terminal on that battery there. Fantastic. Now just wait 1 second while I get the model. And here we go.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Gentlemen, behold the future of Coral Gables. The streetcar. What the?
Ah! Oh, shit.
Doc, are you all right?
Well, that certainly went off with a bang, didn't it? Show's over, folks. You can see yourselves out.
I don't understand what happened.
Seems the antenna on the model car touched the charged-up pole and went kablooey.
But why would it do that?
Probably because some joker swapped the plastic antenna for this metal one with a wire.
Oh, I thought the model was battery-powered.
No, it's a wind-up. The battery was just to impress the crowd. But it hardly matters. I set out to wow them, and that's exactly what I did. I mean, it could have gone better, but you did what you could. You can go ahead and get back to what
you're...
Okay.
Would you be opposed to me...
Take it.
Alright, so we got the rudder top now. And now Doc has no eyebrows. Okie dokie. This is one ghetto-rigged airplane. Doc definitely stays positive.
Hello there, my good man.
Yes, sir.
How badly is the...
No.
So is...
Keep forgetting to give them the items instead of talking to them.
Think you might make use of this piece of wood?
Now let me see. I think I can, yeah. If I shave off a bit of the side here, it'll work as a replacement for the missing chunk of rudder. Hey, thanks, mister. You really saved me some time here.
Happy to help.
Hey, you've really helped me out with getting this plane fixed. It should be ready by tomorrow.
Feeling satisfied that you've taken care of all the arrangements for the air show, you head back to the office to inform Mr. Merrick and begin preparations.
This is it. Are you ready?
I think so. Flyboy?
Are you kidding? I was born ready.
Only thing is, we can't seem to find Dave.
Who?
The fellow who drives me over to the plane so I can climb on it.
Why'd it turn out today, Banks? Seems Merrick has got a lot riding on this little show. Feeling nervous?
Nervous?
Oh,
Me?
no.
Of course not.
Oh, by the way, Miss Cody, I ran into someone named Dave on my way over, and he said to tell you he wasn't feeling well. At least
Hold on. Pause for a second here. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Dave is nowhere to be found or is sick. He can't do it. I fill in with my shitty car and something goes wrong because it's on its last leg.
I think that's what he said. He was a bit hard to understand, to be honest.
He probably got in the Curly's secret stash of corn whiskey again. Well, looks like we're gonna need another driver if we aim to get this stunt performed today.
I'll drive the car.
You sure? You ain't practiced with us before.
How hard could it possibly be?
Don't worry,
You
Banks.
dumb bitch.
With a pilot of my skill, this will be like shooting fish in a barrel.
It will be, assuming you ain't one of those all hat and no cattle types.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I'm sure this will all go down without a hitch.
All right, let's get this done. We've got a crowd to impress.
Okay,
Oh,
Banks,
shit.
it's as simple as cow pie. All you gotta do is keep her steady and let Curly know when to lower the top. That'll signal flyboy. When the plane comes, keep her at the right speed and position so I can climb up on it.
What do these do?
We're going too fast, Banks. Trying to move the top now would rip it off like tissue.
Okay, so I have to slow down.
If I slow down anymore, we'll never catch up.
Woo-wee! We're kicking up a heck of a lot of dust.
Is that going to be a problem?
Nah, makes things more exciting, like a cattle stampede.
Okay, so now I need
If I
to
slow down.
speed up. Whee!
Oh no, she's lost her grip!
Banks, do something! I can't.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
You're the one who didn't get it right, bitch.
Oh no, she's lost her grip!
Banks!
What?
Oh, that was a close one.
It wouldn't
Now,
let me get
let's
any
try
further
getting it
up.
right.
Damn, run out of.
What the fuck, man?
Okay, Banks. When the plane comes, keep her at the right speed and position so I can climb up on it.
Okay, so I brake, put the top down, speed up. I'm trying to be where the X is, but it's like that's where the X is, right?
Oh no, she's lost her.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
Okay, see, now it just... Maybe it's like that. Maybe I have to be in front of it? No?
Dang, you weren't in the right position, Banks. Fly boo.
Jesus, it won't like respond to any of my
Run out.
commands. This is
Okay, Banks.
frustrating.
When the
Oh no, she's lost her grip!
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try.
Maybe ahead of the X? That's what I tried, but then it just like flies away. Try going over and won't let me go forward again.
Oh no, she's lost.
Banks, do something.
She won't be.
Kind of don't want to
That
catch
was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
Oh, there's no way I'm getting all the way over there.
Oh, Banks!
I can't. It's like it
That
won't
was
let
a
me
close
do
one.
anything
Now,
after
let's try getting it right
she
this
grabs
time.
it. It's like those buttons don't respond.
Okay, Banks, it's as simple as cow pie. All you gotta do is keep her steady and let Curly know when to lower the top. That'll signal flyboy. When the plane comes, keep her at the right speed and position so I can climb up on it.
This jalopy is already...
Okay, let me try it again. I don't think I can move any.
Oh no! Hey! She won't be. Oh, that was a close. Now.
Going too fast.
If I go here, it won't work. If I go here, it won't work. I can't click while the animation's in play.
You weren't.
I still can't go.
Damn, run.
I don't know what the hell
Okay,
this
when
is.
I'm going too.
If I...
Go.
Oh no, she's lost her grip!
I don't understand.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
I can't even make it over there between
Dang, you weren't in the
passes
right
either.
position, Banks.
Because it stops
5-0,
receiving
swoop
my
around
clicks.
again. Make sure you're in the right position this time.
Make sure you're in the right position.
Oh no, she's lost her.
Do I have to click it?
Now,
Let's try that. Maybe I can click on the X once I'm in the general position.
okay, Banks. With
Like the general area. Nope.
Oh no, she's lost.
Right.
She won't be able.
You know what? I don't give a
If I
fuck.
slow down...
Lose your grip, bitch. I'll run your ass over.
Mabel!
okay, Banks. It's as simple as cow pie. All you gotta do is keep her steady and let Curly know when to lower the top. That'll signal. When the plane comes, keep.
Is it something really dumb? What am I doing wrong? Like, is there a hint that you can give me that... Is it just all random? It looks like I was right on the X that time, actually.
Oh no, she's
Nope.
Banks!
She won't be able to climb.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
To hit the gas as soon as it...
Oh no, she won't be able to.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's...
Oh, do I have to put the top up and let her stand on it?
Oh.
Okay. See, I thought that I was failing the mini game. That's where I went wrong. Crap. Grab a hold of it.
Oh no, she won't.
Mabel, step on the car roof so you can get your footing back.
Yee-haw! That did her! Thanks, Alfie!
That Marjorie Stoneman Douglas certainly knows how to write an article. You feel extremely pleased with yourself, but also hope you can settle back into less exciting work for a while. Man. See, that's... I wasn't thinking of it as a puzzle. I was thinking of it as a mini game. So that's where I was going wrong. The years pass and you continue working diligently. Although somewhat frustrated at the slow pace of your success, you feel certain that something big is on the horizon. Spring of 1925.
So they finally gave me my own sales team after I practically had to beg them for it.
No kidding. I'm glad to hear they've finally come around. You get your own office too?
No, not yet.
Ah, well, things will work themselves out. I mean, it's only been, what, 3 years?
4, actually.
Well, you can't expect to become an overnight success, especially not with such a risky project. Have they at least given you a nicer car?
No, I'm still driving that old green heap around.
Ah, I see. Well, business talk aside, how's your brother doing?
Good, as far as I know. I haven't really spoken to him in a couple of months. Last I heard, he was going back to visit our mother. Wouldn't surprise me if he was asking to borrow some money. But then that's Bo for you. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth and spoiled rotten ever since. Anyway, Meeks, it was a pleasure catching up, but I really should be going.
Have a good one, Banks.
All right. So now this is a few years later. 25, because it was, what? 1921 when we moved to Florida. So yeah, and he said 4 years, so it's been 4 years since that whole debacle. But, man, I am gonna call it a night there. That's a good place to end. We just got past that frustrating puzzle, which I thought was a mini game, so I was not thinking about it right. But we did get through it. So far it's been pretty interesting. It's cool to play a game that's not sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, or something, fantasy. So it's been interesting. The creator of this is the same guy who made Shardlight and wait, no, it was just Shardlight, wasn't it? I thought he I don't think he actually had anything to do with Technobabylon or Primordia. So, thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for supporting me in these times of need. That damn puzzle. I'll be back here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow to keep at this. Don't forget to check out the giveaway by doing !giveaway in the chat. And if you want to, feel free to follow Francisco Gonzalez on Twitter. It's at Grundislav. You guys can put it in the chat as well. He posts some cool things there, and he's working on a new game called Lamplight City. It looks really cool. We're definitely gonna play that one when it comes out. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching me, and we will hope to see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night.